The dream is real. Can I get a standing ovation for the authentic voice of culture? We are TKBS, and I am him, Kenny Burns.
And I'm the girl up there. I'm Kendra Taylor.
And I'm his sister Sugar, and she the girl up there. She the girl in the front seat. Because what? Did this man say I'm him again?
A drunk ain't shit. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you right about it. I'm glad I wasn't in.
Y'all just gonna go on and out me before we get through the intro. Go on, say your name, Sugar.
Hey, y'all, I'm Dr. Sugar. That's what y'all call me. Sheryl Rae Reid on the low.
Yeah, hey, y'all, for sure. And kiss my ass. Y'all just gonna start the show out with calling me out because I was drunk on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, I was drunk on Friday at the All Black. Yes, I was. But before I get into why I was drunk and had time of my life on Friday, let's see how these beautiful humans that was with me drunk, what they got to say about the weekend. How was your weekend, ladies?
Well, yeah, you were not alone.
Yes, thank you,
I partaked as well. I was pretty messed up now, but I had a wonderful time, you know? The crowd was nice. You know, there was people in the building, listeners. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. They popped out and showed out. It was all good. I enjoyed my weekend. Tired, though. Tired.
Y'all a little bit famous now. You know what I'm talking about?
Why you have to put that little bit?
Not a little bit, because you know what I'm saying? About 5-6 people, you know what I'm saying? I average about 29, you know what I'm saying, in the circumference of it.
That's 5 or 6 that you heard.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How was your weekend?
Haterish.
I had a great time. I was not planning to show up in Memphis, but, you know, the stars aligned and I was able to be there and I had a great time. I needed it.
Yeah.
You know, anytime with my people is a good time. So, you know, Memphis feels like a second home to me. So it was perfect for me. It was a great time. I definitely partook a little bit too much, but I had a goodie. I drank all the water and I woke up feeling like a champ. Made it back to my niece's baby shower. I'm good.
Yeah, you are a road warrior. And by the way, you had the goodie and the gummy. So that was probably your
I had a goodie.
Oh, sorry. Great. So, you know, the fact that you got up that next morning and was out, because they tried to give me, listen, this is what they told me, Ron. They said, listen, Kenny, you take this goodie before we go and you take it after. We talking about goodie powder, y'all. If y'all don't know what goodie powder is, it's an ancient Negro spiritual that is supposed to keep you from being drunk. I was still drunk the next day. I called Kendra in the morning hungry. Like, matter of fact, y'all want to know how my weekend went? Come on, somebody ask me.
How was your weekend, Kenny Burns?
You know what? You. I don't like the end of that. Try it again. Come on.
I was with your ass. I know how your weekend was.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, my weekend was amazing, y'all. I flew. I just can't. I flew to Memphis, Tennessee to attend the world famous all black party with my brother Curtis Gibbons. Round of applause for Curtis. I just want to start. Oh yeah, and that's a babushka on my head. Y'all had a babushka on my head. I didn't walk in with the babushka on, but I put it anyway. So I get to Memphis, and my brother does it like no other. I mean, he puts a tent up in the parking lot of In Love Memphis, and when I tell you, the man got risers with VIP booths. He got hot air because it was 22 degrees in Memphis. He has all the accoutrements, the beautiful In Love dancers. I call them the world famous love dancers. I mean, they are active. They smoking hookah with you. I don't smoke hookah, but they drinking with you. They taking shots. They dancing. They doing all the things to make sure and ensure that you have a good time. So I just want to shout out my brother because I said this weekend, y'all. I feel like this is one of few places in the country that I could go and have a great time with some grown motherfuckers and the right young motherfuckers. Now listen. I'm the largest, the biggest. When I tell you that, when that the plug dude is the plug, his name is the plug, something the plug. What is it, Tiffany? Big X the plug or something?
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm hard.
When that song come on, or, you know what I'm saying, anything Memphis, child, that Glorilla come on in Memphis, you about to see some things happen.
It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me.
But anyway, child, so big shout out to Curtis Gibbons. But I want to talk about the level of drinking I can't do no more. Oh yeah, it's coming to an end. I'm selling everything. I don't want none of this expensive liquor in my house. Matter of fact, as long as you're making them cocktails, you can have my entire liquor cabinet. Look at Tiffany looking at me like you crazy, boy. I ain't stopping drinking. I'm lying like shit. But I'm not gonna drink and have to do nothing the next day no more. You hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, big announcement. I'm not doing the drinking on a Friday and have to do something on a Saturday. I'm just not doing that no more. I'm going to figure out a way to get through 3 days of turning up without having to sleep all day the next day. Can I just ask y'all one question? Because we was in the car and we started off the show talking about this. But I said the girl up front because Kendra got in the front. She didn't want to get in the back with us. Sugar. That's how I felt. I was drunk. And me and Kendra got several versions of this story the next day when we were sober, and it was hilarious. But Kendra, baby, I love you. And thank you for coming out hanging out with me. And Sugar, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I had a ball because of y'all. But I wasn't saying the girl in the front like you was a vagabond or a mistress of the night.
No, you said exactly how you said it. You know how you do. You love to talk shit to me. Treat me like the redhead stepchild. But it's all good. It's all good.
Child, I came downstairs to go to the party the next day, and she had this ponytail when we went to brunch. And by the time I seen that night, she had hair down to her ass. I said, this is a new person. Sugar, come on, baby. Did you have a great time, though?
You're a menace. Some stuff you're not supposed to say when we're in the red. We are in the red. You are not supposed to say it. But yeah, I had a great time. Like, first of all, you know how sometimes you get with people and you don't know what the energy is going to be. I talked about this last week, but with y'all, the energy is always the same. And I'm always going to be looked out for. I'm going to look out for y'all. If I see your drink is a little low, I'm going to fill it up. Whoever it is, Kendra's the same way. But Curtis.
Yeah,
Curtis
all
kept
night.
asking for more champagne.
Yeah.
And everybody was gone.
Yeah.
Curtis said, lock the doors. Don't let nobody out. I said, we being held hostage. Everybody was gone except for the people that were up on the risers. So we still up there.
Yes.
And I was like, we still get more champagne? I don't want no more. Then they came out with Closet House. I said, I'm through. I'm through. No more.
Yeah, I'm through. And big shout out to y'all. Y'all gonna protect me with y'all lives, child. Tiffany, somebody tried to drink out my glass. You should have seen the Wonder Twins activate.
Wait a minute. I took it straight up out her hand. I said, girl, this is not yours.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so sorry. Step back.
Well, that's my family out there in Memphis. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And speaking of that, though, too, Sugar, Kendra saw it again when we was at Love the next night. He went to another level at the end of the party. We were like, we sleepy. It's time to go home. So big shout out to Curtis Givens, Shaw Baby, DJ Leroy. Big shout out to Leroy. We love you, Leroy. You always take care of us when we come down there. And big shout out to Piece of Me. That Haven with that fried chicken, that hood sauce, and that drizzle of ranch tastes like Jesus made it. But ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for episode 112. Cancel culture ain't dead. The hoes just scared. I'm just gonna add that piece to it and keep that in there. It's called Cancel Culture Ain't Dead, but I'm saying the hoes ain't scared. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up, put this tweet up. This boy, Elon Musk, said, cancel culture has been canceled. And I listen, this inspired it along with a few other things we're about to talk about. But this man is unhinged. Like, Sugar always saying I'm unhinged. I'm unhinged for Jesus. I'm unhinged for a good time. I'm unhinged for black love. I'm unhinged for a lot of things, but Elon Musk is not one of them. This man is dangerous. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because just like the forefathers of the internet, these are nerds that have created their own ecosystems and worlds. I have been beating this in y'all head for years now. Now, these insecure, scary ass white men, listen to me now, they are running rampant because they know they can control you with an algorithm. Oh yeah, it's mental warfare now. This man's tweet is an example of mental warfare. Why do you think he bought X? X was the only platform that words led the discomfort, that words led the discourse and the disinformation. This man is a diabolical genius. Somebody said the last episode, Mad Men. I think it was you, Kendra. You said mad something. But child, this is an example of that. How do y'all feel about this statement? Because I feel that people like him actually started cancel culture.
For me, I think they're being very strategic on the plays that they have been making. And people have been sitting back asleep. No, you have to wake up and see what they're doing. They have been aligning certain things for a very long time. We're just starting to be privy to it because we're starting to pay attention.
No, we just starting to read, Kendra.
Well, not me. I've been paying attention, but not to this extent. I didn't know what they were really, really doing. But now I see the vision that they're going for. And with him on that platform alone, it's gonna be reckless. Everything that they complain about, they're doing. They mentally fucking us at this moment.
Everything that ends up like working for someone else, right? I'm talking about in life. When black folk finally get wind, do you know back in the day, child, Cadillac was not for black folk. It was for rich white folk. And then the Great Depression happened and Cadillac took a hit. But then black people who couldn't put their money in banks started buying things cash, right? And then black people became the go-to for things, right? Clothes, automobiles. To this day, that reigns to be true. Black people move culture because we buy everything. We are slaves to things, to the new car, the new technology, the new clothes, all the things. But ladies and gentlemen, they designed it like that. We're gonna market to them.
You see it's broke, nigga race him, that's that don't touch anything in the stove. And it's rich, nigga race him, that's that come in, please buy more.
They wanna make us think that we don't have the strength that we have, that we are beholden to doing these things to be valuable, to do these things to be heard or seen. But we're steady in a trick bag. Me too. I shop too much. I'm tired. But I feel as though, my auntie told me this a long time ago, you gotta play the game. I feel as though I've been playing the game and I'm winning. I'm winning on so many levels, but are we really winning, Sugar? Because baby, I feel like Kendra said, I feel like we in a trick bag.
The only way that we can win is if we keep our dollar within our community, and we're not doing it.
Message.
So it doesn't matter that we're spending the money. It's the fact that the money is leaving the community. And I'm not, it's strange for people to hear me say this because I really have a lot of stuff. I don't like to shop. I don't like to go no malls. I don't like the long process of shopping no. I like to think about whatever look I want, get the things for the look and be done. So I'm just as bad, Kenny. Like I got too much stuff and it's not within our community. So I did my best to not shop or purchase things on Black Friday that was outside of the community. But I made a purchase yesterday, so I don't know how I'm doing with that.
Yeah, we addicted. We are addicted. And I get it. Listen, you are here for one life.
Message.
Hello? If you want to buy everything you can afford it, please do so. I'm just talking about the fact that we spend unnecessarily. And then to Sugar's point, it don't trickle back to the community. Y'all, we are in this trick bag, man, and Elon Musk is the motherfucking puppet master magician. Watch out for him. We're gonna get into some questions y'all had in my DMs momentarily. But I wanna address something. There was a post by Nick Cannon. He said he was diagnosed with narcissistic, what was the actual diagnosis?
Narcissistic personality disorder.
Okay. What the fuck is that? Is that an actual diagnosis? Did we not know that Kendra Taylor Burns and Sheryl Rae Reid Burns when he had 12 babies by 1,200 baby mamas? Did we not? And this is where it's getting tricky. The boy is talented, man. He clearly has some type of skill set that allows him to continue to be on The Masked Singer, do Wild and Out, and all these culturally relevant things. But you want to come on the internet and say you have been diagnosed. No, you are choosing to be this way. I'm tired. Sugar, talk to me. I'm really, and you want to know why? Because it's not a great representation of black men at all.
So, okay, number one, I feel like the word narcissist, love bombing, what's the other one that people like to say? I
like to drop a love bomb, though, Sugar. I drop love bombs.
No. Love bombing It's not the same. That's not the same.
Oh, sorry.
Love bombing is when you meet a person and within a short amount of time, they've showing so much love to you. They say they love you. They can't see themselves without you. Yada yada. Boy, you don't even know my patterns yet. Calm down. I know you in love, but calm down. Right. Wait, what? School bad. Okay, so I think that the word narcissist is thrown around so much that it has been minimized. And people are not diagnosed as narcissists as much as we say a person is narcissistic. So like, that's why when I describe somebody that I feel like has some of those personality traits, I'm like, they have traits that align with narcissism, but I don't know. Because we like to diagnose people, but he really might have a diagnosis. And if he doesn't have a diagnosis, it's definitely, I'm trying to get attention, which is narcissistic behavior.
Yeah, but I think that the social platforms don't help. You know what I mean? I think this world that has become the go-to, it's like Casanat. Big shout out to Kai, he's getting the bag. I love that he can make all that money being himself. But what happens when the people go away? This is the problem I have with celebrity, right? And this is not a cancel thing, but it is a cancel thing. Because what is the prerequisite for you to be adored? To act foolish and stupid? And to go outside of your comfort zone to be something you're not? What is the prerequisite, Ken? Because I just feel like it's a never-ending rabbit hole of competing where you don't compare because you're competing for something that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to overdo yourself over and over and over again. And the oversharing thing, it drives me crazy. Like, why did we need to know you were diagnosed with anything? That's not our business. We know you got a whole bunch of baby mamas and kids, but whatever it is, like, so what does that do for you now? Now we all know that you've been diagnosed. Now what? So I just think that people find excuses for the things that they're doing instead of taking accountability. Your ass just out there fucking and having a whole bunch of kids, and you want this one, that one, and this one. And just say you want them all, baby.
Just say you like raw sex. Hello? Okay, great. I think it's more narcissistic to post something like that, knowing that people already think you're narcissistic. But that's probably what he wanted. All right, one time for Kendrick Lamar's GNX. Ladies and gentlemen, he dropped an album out of nowhere, 600,000 plus albums sold in the first week. He is number one on the Billboard Top 200. And I love it. I love it. I love that for hip hop. Hip hop was birthed on this type of back and forth. Who's the best? And right now, Kendrick done hit Drake upside the head with some Drake. That they not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
That motherfucking song was a Drake song. Drake would have usually came out with a bop that you just could not get out your head. And ladies and gentlemen, some people talking about they want to cancel Drake. How? He got too many hits. He done contributed too much. But there is something I do think we need to address. And that is Aubrey Graham. Now, Drake, I love your contribution to hip hop. I love that you got men singing songs, being vulnerable with women. Yeah, I do love the fact that you ain't in no relationship because you keep making bangers about relationships. And I'm here for it because I'm in a relationship and it just helps me stay focused. I'm giving you your flowers. But you suing UMG for what they're saying is because of UMG and Spotify amplifying They Not Like Us. Now, I want to know what y'all think about that. And then I'm going to give you a conspiracy theory, a Kennedy theory. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to give you a Kennedy theory on why I think Drake is doing it. Come on, Sugar. What you think?
I'm not that big of a Drake fan, and I've shared that on this platform before.
Oh, Jesus
But
Christ.
insecure people really make my skin crawl. And to me, this screams insecurity. Number one, I'm a very secure person. Number two, I don't deal with insecure friends because it's always an issue because, baby, we're not in competition. I don't have friends that I feel like I'm in competition with or that feel like they're in competition with me. I don't feel like I'm in competition with anybody, but that's just me. And I really can't stand no insecure man. Because every little thing that you think is happening, you insecure about it. And I can't do nothing about that. So I think it's his insecurity screaming. Go seek therapy, young man.
Got it. Kendra, what you think, baby?
Listen, when Drake went after old boy and told him he got killed by a single nigga. I was like, dang, he doing that. Now your ass done got killed and you want to bitch about it. It's part of the game. You was cool and being on top of the world when you was ahead, but now that old boy done kind of slayed you going out kind of like a bitch. It's like, stop complaining and just, get to the pen. This is part of the game. And if you just lost that battle, you lost that battle. But remember, you won one and you was okay with it. So don't be kind of coming back like, oh, I'm suing. They did this. They did. No, dude fried you. That's what happened. You got to take it like a G. It is what it is.
It is what it is. And to your point, Ken, bring back the pen, Drake. Bring back the pen, even if it ain't your pen. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. I don't want you to go out like that. But see, this is where the conspiracy, aka the conspiracy, comes into play. Now, he's going at UMG and Spotify. If you have not checked the records lately, behind the weekend, Drake is number 2 most streamed artist on Spotify. UMG, and this has to be true, he gotta be in the top 5 across the board of all UMG artists probably ever. And you're doing a lawsuit against one being the biggest streamer, the other being the biggest record label. Because don't forget, Universal buying up everything. So are you actually suing them because you want to get off the label and then put out your reply to Kendrick Lamar independently so that you get all the money and resources and benefits from being an independent? Is that why Drake hasn't responded in the form of a Drake-like bop? Do you think that conspiracy could be true, Nation?
It could be. But at this point, Kenny, it's too late.
How?
It's too late.
How is it too late?
It's too late because it's over.
Kendra, the only person that hasn't recovered from a rap battle is Meek Mill. But he still got Dreams and Nightmares. And Dreams and Nightmares goes, he got plenty records. By the way, Meek, I love you, you know that. But I'm just saying, he ain't put out no records that have transcended since, right? Come on, no. Tiffany got something to say. What you gotta say, babe?
Well, no, I was just gonna say, and to back up your point of it could be a bigger power play move, it's because Drake is actually suing UMG and Spotify, and he's very strategic on what it is. I know everybody's making jokes that it's about Kendrick, but he's saying that it's the amplification of the They Not Like Us record to lower him, to KB's point, and on the charts and lower his status because it's renegotiation
Come
time.
on, see, this is where I'm going with
right.
this.
And so to KB's point, it could be a power play because he sees that they are snakes, which is why he added with Spotify that it's bots boosting the numbers, which if this goes to court, just saying, it could blow the lid off the industry again because it'll stop those ghost numbers that everybody's doing.
Yeah, you earned your check this week. You're going to get paid on time. Let me tell y'all something. I was in radio. The reason I have a podcast right now is because the smoke and mirrors that comes with traditional terrestrial radio, ladies and gentlemen, it is a fucking smoke screen. Nielsen SoundScan is a trick bag. They say you have all these people based on meters that aren't even counting actual people. They're doing geographics in those areas saying that it's a fucking trick bag. So why isn't Drake going against the machine? Why isn't Drake raging against the machine? Could that not be it? That's all. I just want to open up your frontal lobe. Sugar, the way you're looking at me with such disgust as if I'm as light-skinned as Aubrey is blowing my mind. But this has to be thoughtful. You have to think about this kind of stuff.
I'm not saying that I don't agree with you. I appreciate you bringing this to the forefront and making me think about it. I still think Drake is just crying. Go seek therapy, young man.
She said a nicer word. She said crying. Okay. But you know what it is.
Yeah. All right. Let me just pour me some more green tea, child, because I need some energy to deal with these haters. One time for Joe Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States pardoned his son. And why wouldn't he pardon his son, is the question. All you mother suckers out there just hating to be hating. Would you not pardon your son? If you were the head coach of a basketball, football, any kind of team, and your son was actually talented, I'm not saying that Hunter's talented. Clearly, he has some addictions that he had to deal with. But irregardless, if your child was a drug addict and you could get them out of trouble, would you not get them out of trouble? I know my mama stole from her job one time to help pay for some of my motherfucking schooling. What would you not do for your child?
What you won't do for love.
Why are they hating on them, Ken? Why are they hating on them? They knew it was going to happen.
It is what it is at this point. I just feel like no one should be pardoned for crimes that they actually committed. I don't care who it is. It could be the Republican side. It can be the Democratic side.
You would get your son out of trouble today if you had the power.
If he did the crime, I'm sorry. I wouldn't get him out of trouble.
That's
not
a cat.
Like that.
Look at.
It's not
Tiffany
a cat.
Tiffany over there grabbing her titties.
I wouldn't, because if you did the crime, you should do the time. I feel like that there's a lot of people that are locked up in jail for crimes that they did not commit, and they're not getting pardoned. And so it's kind of unfair in my eyes. This is my eyes. Okay. It's unfair for someone that actually did a crime to get out of jail early just because somebody like you. It's unfair to me.
Listen, you got a point, and a lot of people are saying the same thing, because there are people in jail right now that don't need to be in jail or could be pardoned because of some petty crime. Sugar, how you feel?
Well, it's crazy that we're talking about this, because I saw a post, and in essence, it said, it was from Teslin Figaro. If you're not familiar with her, she's always a contributor on news channels. Okay, so anyway, basically, she said, I would have done the same thing if it was my child. Whatever. Cheers to him. But then she also said, I'm not celebrating a white man getting a white man out of jail. Because what about all of these black people that are jailed for the same reason for decades, and they still in jail? So it's like, it's okay to celebrate it, but at the same time, don't forget, it's not your child. So just know that it's not going to happen for your child or your loved one or somebody that you know, because that's how it goes. They're going to look out for themselves.
I just want y'all to get prepared. That's all I'm saying. And if you think Joe Biden pardoning his own son, his flesh and blood, is a problem, you already saw what Donald Trump just did. Okay? Oh, you gonna pardon your son and you ain't gonna pardon the J6? Now he referring to these motherfuckers like a R&B group. Now you talking about you ain't gonna do that for J6. You know it's up. As soon as he gets in office, he done already put Jared Kushner's daddy in the motherfucking, his name in the hat for the job. This man is a convicted felon for tax evasion that he already pardoned. Now he trying to give him a job. And this motherfucker ain't just, like white collar crime. And he actually retaliated on a witness. So y'all tripping on Biden. But this man, you about to be dumbfounded with his actions coming. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. It's 28 days left before this ignorant ass president of yours comes into office. And the things that I'm getting in my DMs, I'm going to keep talking about it, because I feel there's a few steps to remain sane for the next 4 years. And I'm going to give you some of them steps, and then Kendra and Sugar's fine ass is going to come on here and give you some of theirs. Number 1. Hustle harder. Oh yeah, they hustled their way into this White House. Oh, you thought it was a one-off and they decided they was going to? No, they've been working on this shit for 10 years. They tried it, didn't get through, came back, tried it again, and they in there. It's up. So you need to hustle harder. Number 2, be more intentional on where your money goes. Sugar said it. If it's not trickling back in your community, you need to make some changes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about intentional. It's where you get your gas, where you buy your groceries, where you buy your clothes. And by the way, Slim Thug said something the other day. Slim is a child. It's up or down with this guy. He said that, your homeboy's clothing line is designer, right? Nope, that's cap. A lot of this shit is cheap. A lot of this shit ain't made good. A lot of these people don't have no intentionality in what they putting out. So make some quality shit. We gonna buy it. All right, how do y'all feel about this? Because I think the last one is call out the things that you see, like I just did there. Call out the things you see. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to call it out. You can't drive past a robbery being committed and not report it. In your neighborhood, that ain't snitching. That's getting these motherfuckers up out the way. That's part of your motherfucking depression. That's part of your what they call that shit, a recession, ladies and gentlemen. You got to call everything out. Matter of fact, if you ain't in the street, you don't have no intention of being loyal to nobody on no stand. Tell on everybody. Oh, you want to see some shit change? Call the police.
What are you doing?
Calling the police.
I'm telling.
Don't do no crazy shit around me. Sorry, I'm unhinged for Jesus. Go ahead, sugar. Tiffany over there like, yes, nigga.
I was going to say something, but I think Kendra's going to say it, so I won't say this.
Why? Because you dressed her like you could just read her fucking mind. And by the way, y'all,
I'm very much confused about why you so hyped. Turn down.
Because we dressed her like my nigga.
We are definitely connected. You finally in alignment. Good job.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Proud of you.
Okay.
But one of the things that you just said, I just kind of want to piggyback off of it. If you see something, say something. Quit saying it ain't none of my business. It is.
It is.
But you know what? I have to say this to myself too, because I'm working with 7th graders. And when I tell y'all, I'm been off work for a whole week, came back and they on the same mess. And I said, you know what? If you don't care, I don't care. I said, oh wait, I can't say that. I need to calm down. But I don't like to match energy, but sometimes I just want to match energy.
No, sugar, you should tell them that. You should. No, but there has to be consequences for their actions. If you say that and then you follow up with a motherfucking action F, you flunked.
Okay.
I'm telling you, more gonna get right than not. I'm telling you. Ken, how you feel about that, baby?
So for me, I'm very intentional where I spend my money. So yes, I buy some things that I really want, and usually that's far few in between. But things that like the restaurants I go to and stuff like that, most of the time those are small businesses. We have to be intentional about supporting small businesses because it's about to get really bad for them. Most of the time it's restaurants for me because I don't really buy a lot of clothes and stuff like that all the time. But we do have to support those people because they're about to go through extremely hard time with the tariffs and whatever else is about to happen within our economy. And these big businesses are really taking over the community. They're on every corner. I can drive down the street in the hood and there's a Family Dollar, Dollar General on every block that I see. I'm like, do you really need that many places in some place? But I mean, just start supporting those small businesses. If something is going on, if someone's stealing from a small business and things like, I don't like to see people stealing.
Yes,
because
thief.
You raising the prices on everybody else. It's affecting the people that's actually spending the money, not you.
Yes.
That's going in there with the 5-finger discounts. It's affecting us. And so, yes, if you see something, say something. And just be supportive in your community. That's what I have.
They must have came in the store this weekend stealing candy bars and shit.
No, actually, listen, first of all, we have a very respective store.
Okay.
Like, it's been in the hood for about 40 years. People don't come in there fucking around. You know what I'm saying?
I was just checking.
But the thing I thought Ken was going to say is start planting your own fruits and vegetables if you can. Because Kendra's planning to do that. I'm not planning to do that. But I will buy from small businesses like Kendra said.
Well, she got enough yard in the motherfucker. She owns 20 acres.
And next year is up. I already said it. Ebony been sending me some stuff on how to start growing. Monica been sending me some stuff. I said whatever we have over, we can start selling in the store because we know it don't have all them chemicals and stuff in it. So, yeah.
No, big shout out to Monica and Ebony and the entire nation. I want to say this too. Do not hate on these black millionaires and trillionaires, because we're about to have some billionaires and trillionaires too. Don't stop hating. You ain't hustling hard enough. Now, if they assholes, fuck them. I'm not saying that we did. This is episode 112. Cancel culture ain't dead. You hoes just scared. But you stop hating to be hating. Cause you, it ain't time for As the World Turns yet. Because you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing. Your hating ass. All right, Big shout out to Baller Alert. I actually saw this on the Baller Alert podcast, and I also saw my brother Ray Daniels talking about this as well. And they were talking about the vibe of the club. Because me and Kendra was literally talking about this the other day, and we were just talking about what it takes to have a good time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you are a seasoned party goer, when you are a seasoned, I'm gonna have me a motherfucking good time. You know how to have a good time. And you know what it takes for you to have a good time. I'm on one today. I don't know if it was the drugs this weekend. Did y'all put something in my drink? But ladies and gentlemen, I came up with 5 things that define what this non-effective party culture got going on. And the list go like this. No originality. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody has originality. If you see an R&B party on Friday, your whole ass gonna come on Tuesday and try to do you an R&B party. Can you get some originality? Huh? The hookahs. All right? The hookahs is fucking up the party. Yes. Number 3, phones and social media done fuck the party up. You more worried about being in that motherfucker like Kendra in here with these than getting up on the motherfucking dance floor. Oh yeah, this is fucking the algorithm up. The party algorithm has been dead since the phones. And then you got the hookahs and the no originality. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what else is going on. The music. How you gonna play songs? I swear to God. And you can ask Kendra. I went to Kurt, I said, all they saying is suck the balls, lick the ass, grab me by the... I mean, this is all they saying. Now mind you, I get it. Young, you horny, you drunk. I called my son, I said, Kenny, I wish you was with me last night. I called him, he said, Dad, we don't go to parties for that. We go to parties to get fried, you know what I'm talking about, and talk about people. I was like, oh, that's the party? But this is what it's come to. And ladies, number 1, everybody wants to be famous. The promoter want to be famous. The valet want to be famous. The waitresses is famous because they don't wear nothing. And if they got something, then I just can't focus. But then everybody not supposed to be famous. The level of customer service, and big shout to the girl at Delta. I don't have her name, but the girl at Delta at the Memphis airport this past Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, I was in the airport for 7 hours. And this is my point about the club. Her customer service was so fucking unbelievably incredible. I gave her some blue faces before I got on the plane. And I don't know if she stayed for me. I felt like that's how the customer service was. I felt like she stayed in that airport for me until I got on that plane. They don't do that in the club no more. Ain't nobody asking you how you doing. The waitress so busy being fine and smoking on your hookah that she not even asking you, do you need anything? You got security looking like cold menaces. Sugar always saying I'm a menace. These motherfuckers got on tactical gear in a party. How can you have fun when Iraq is happening potentially with this nigga outfit? How can you have fun when everything is made to feel dangerous? Dangerous used to be exciting because it was on the records and not in the club. Dangerous was exciting when you saw that shit sparingly on TV, not every day on the fucking social medias. Now, do you have anything to add to this, child? Because I need to know how we fix it.
The only thing I can do is remember you the vibe. And if you're not the vibe, do whatever you need to do to be the vibe, because it don't matter. Like, literally, I'm not no club girl, but whenever it's time to go to a club, I know I'm gonna have a good time because I'm the vibe.
Oh, you know I'm hosting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know I'm hosting. That's what but I'm gonna tell you, you ain't just fine, you smart. Kendra, what you got to say, baby?
I got to say that you full of shit when it comes to me. I wasn't in the club with the phone up, doing no
Give me
videos
my gun
the whole
noises.
time. It was only on our phone that I did.
Fire that security's AR-17 he had on his chest. Fire it for me, Tiff.
But I never go to the club either, except for when I come to the parties that you're hosting. Because first of all, it does not feel safe So I don't go out. I'm not about that life. I like lounges, if it's a little cocktails, some food, some good food. And I will go to a strip club because some of them got some good food every now and again if I'm out of town.
Kendra always got to jump off the ledge.
Am I jumping?
When she wears that ponytail, nigga, it just goes all the way up.
She got it.
Bye.
Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time for Live from the Comments section. All right, beautiful humans. Let's start with you, Sugar. What you got?
Okay, I have my comment, but let me say something else real quick. Y'all went in on the dressing /
oh my God.
versus stuffing, and I couldn't pick one comment. But what I came to is this. It's regional. It's cultural. People that are West Indian don't say dressing. People that are from the Northeast and far west don't say dressing.
Got it.
For the most part, unless they have Southern roots. I believe that Midwest and South people say dressing and other people say stuffing. So I still don't eat stuffing. I eat dressing because I think stovetop stuffing is a hoax. But anyway, my life for the comments is this. J Beans 912. This is so true. I've had friends for 30 plus years that I've considered brothers that couldn't save space for my accomplishments and achievements once I got myself together. So we were talking about people that you still consider friends that don't have space for your light or have insecurities about who you have become or who you have always been. So J Beans, shout out to you because it's the truth. And unfortunately, sometimes when we move forward or higher, everybody can't go with us.
Come on, round of applause for that, Sugar. It's your intelligence, and you can read. But I agree. I was thinking, the other day, I'm in this airport and I don't really need reminders. You know what I'm saying? I'm that confident. I don't need, because I put it on this weekend. Everybody saw my goddamn outfit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is the fuck I do. All right? And it's intentional. Huh? I mean, look at the back of this shirt. Y'all can't, you ain't even know it was there unless I turn around to point. The moral of the story is, I agree, J Beans. But you gotta support yourself. You gotta applaud yourself. You gotta know that them motherfuckers wasn't meant to Sugar Point to go along for the entire ride. Some people are here for a good time, and some people are here for a long time. Come on, Kendra.
Okay, so my comment was from me telling my little story time when I said someone was going through the purses inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
And
trifling.
It's very much so. And Brown Sugar said, girl, and at a barbecue, I had someone stole my cousin's phone from the bathroom. But she found out who it was, too. But
well, what did you do? What you do, Kim? Did you do something to her, Kim? Did you not feed the bitch?
Beat her ass and kick her out. Which one was it?
Which one?
Anyway. But yeah, it's a shame that you can't go places and feel comfortable. That's why, like you said, everybody's not invited to my home. Because I don't want to be looking at something or monitoring you while you walking around my house. And I don't want to have to hide or lock up my shit. I'm not doing that. So, yeah, that's crazy.
Who got to worry about child? I might fight.
I just got one thing to say. Anybody that was in our section at Love, if you got a black blazer that don't belong to you accidentally, give it to Curtis. Curtis will call Kenny. I need my blazer back.
I'm sorry. Can I buy you a blazer? I forgot all about that.
I mean, no, but if somebody got it and they didn't mean to. I know they didn't mean to.
Well, who?
Somebody bring my blazer back to Love. They'll give it to me, okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ. And I ain't gonna lie. I gave you my jacket. I forgot how cold I was till I got to the room. My nipples were frozen. I had to defrost. Okay, great. But I wanted to say something. I forgot because goddamn it, Sugar loves the world. All right, Tiff. We got any live from the comment sections for him?
Yes, you do. Of course, we had a lot of people weighing in last week about the Thanksgiving shenanigans. But one thing people were really jumping on, Mr. Burns, was when you were talking about people who can't celebrate you as you, continue to show up authentically as yourself and things like that. Ms. Bespoke said, joy and prosperity is a trigger for those who don't have it. Always pay attention to those who slip up and reveal that they feel a way about you having it. Pray for them and navigate that relationship informed by that truth.
Child, let me tell you something. I know I made Curtis Givens uncomfortable because I'm always telling him how I feel about him. Now, mind you, I don't see him every day, every week. So, 4 or 5 times a year when I see him, I like to tell him how, because I just love when my brothers and my sisters are winning. offline on this platform, I'm always telling Sugar and Kendra how good they doing and how much they becoming stars. And Tiffany, she get random presents, because I can't tell Tiffany nothing because it go to her motherfucking head. But I know her love language and I feed that. And that's the thing, y'all. Y'all got to be really genuinely happy for people. It don't only resonate in the world. Listen, when you can compliment another motherfucker, it translates into the world, not just your immediate. That fucking energy goes into the world, because anybody around you that respects you, that looks to you for guidance and motherfucking, direction, they implement that. You don't think that's transferable? We got anything else, baby?
Yes, we do. And adding on to that, to your point, actually, we got some love from the comments.
I love love.
Exactly. And
I'm dropping love bombs.
You know what? I'm not playing with you today, but Miss Fenton actually agreed with you. She said the foundational root of it all are people are unhappy with their own lives. Spot on, Mr. Burns.
Yeah, because listen, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm going to go. 25, I'm going to be a little disrespectful to those who deserve disrespect. Yeah, I'm feeling that energy. No, I'm not. I'm just playing. I'm a love machine. I drop love bombs. And now it's time for As the World Turns with Kenny Burns. All right, this goes out to you superhuman queens. Listen here, you lovable, huggable, indestructible women who save us from ourselves daily. Yes, you! We need you! Not just because we can't do it without you, but because the world is a much better place with your maternal superpowers leading it. Amen. And yes, that invaluable quality that only God gave you is the only algorithm that is pure. So I beg of you, yes, you, don't be discouraged by what you see and don't hear. Because for generations, your source of confirmation has always been the Almighty, and I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about him.
Amen.
Amen.
Please don't give up on us. We black men in the world will always need you, and we love you in real life. All right, like and share, tell the world about it, because we mean it when we say it. Kendra, get us the fuck up out of here.
The dream
is real. I love you. I'm dropping love bombs on you.
Okay, cut that part.
The dream is real.